Hello, communications class. Today, we're going to be recommending a book that I recently read, and I really loved it. Really touched my heart. And it can touch your heart too if you give it a chance. So, the book I'm going to be recommending you guys is One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest by Ken Kesey. This is the great cover, really colorful, really catches the eye of the human eye. Well, the setting is in the 1950s, takes place in a mental institution in Oregon. It's a really good novel. It really just talks about how mental institutions only made these people worse and hurt them with like EST and some people weren't even in there because they're crazy. They're just in there because they did something bad on accident, didn't mean it. So some people in there are completely normal. And if you've read some of these other books, you might like this book, like A Clockwork Orange by Anthony Burgess. If you've read that, you'll probably like this book. Some others that are like it, It's Kind of a Funny Story by Ned Vizzini, and Faces in the Water by Jeanette Frame. If you've read any of those, you will most likely enjoy this book here. Some of the main characters, we have McMurphy. He's kind of the hero in this book. He comes in there, kind of saves people, makes them big again. Chief Bromden, he's the guy that McMurphy helps most. McMurphy helps everybody in the ward or the institution, not just Chief Bromden, but he's the main dude. And there's Nurse Ratchet. She's kind of the bad guy. She's the nurse, obviously, and she's just a terrible person. I have a thing in this book, I really like. It's nothing good, but here it is. No, he isn't extraordinary. He is simply a man and no more, and is subject to all the fears and all the cowardice and all the timidity that any other man is subject to. Given a few more days, I have a very strong feeling that he will prove this to us as well as the rest of the patients. If we keep him on the ward, I am certain his brashness will subside, his self-made rebellion will dwindle to nothing, and, she smiles, knowing something nobody else does, that our red-headed hero will cut himself down to something the patients will all recognize and lose respect for. A braggart and a blowhard of the type who will climb up on a soapbox and shout for a following the way we've all seen Mr. Cheswick do, then back down the moment there is any real danger to him personally. Now that is something Nurse Ratchet said that is terrible. They were arguing that Cheswick was fine and didn't need to be in there, but she was making stuff up. She brings up his weaknesses that just kind of make him break down and make him seem crazy. But yeah, that's that. And I think that is all. It really touched my heart because I feel bad for those people. They're not all crazy. It's not their fault they're in there. Some of them are. Yeah. Thank you for listening to my review.